your life private. Keep your life private. I'm going to say it for the people in the back. Majority of people are full of jealousy and envy. A lot of people always want to ask prying questions as if, they just want to know. It's not that deep. They just passing time. A lot of it is just for them to keep score. The compare and contrast that I always talk about. The anything you could do, I could do better committee. That's what that's about. We're in a time that everybody need to know what you're doing. They need to know. Because they can't fathom that you are who you present yourself to be. People think everything you do is for a facade or for attention or for likes and comments. It's not. This is why people sit in their corners and they just stare and look. You ever notice people just stare at you all day? No matter where you are. People that are in close proximity of it, they just stare. That's because they sizing you up, trying to gather in their mind why you are who you are, why you present yourself in that way, why do you dress that way, why do you look that way. That's all it is. Why they always ask you about your personal affairs. What do you do in your spare time? What did you do this weekend? What are you doing with your money? Why are you at work? Why are you not at work? What are you doing? Because everybody want to compare and contrast. It's not about banter. It's not about concern. It's about envy and jealousy. And the more that you stay out the way, the more you mind your business, the more you keep your personal life close to your chest, the more envy and jealousy you want to get. You ever wonder why people switch up on you at a moment's notice? Because jealousy and envy. Because they can't understand why you where you are, why you look the way you look, why you dress the way you do, why you're with who you're with, why you chose the path in life that you chose. Because it's the compare and contrast committee. And it doesn't matter their position in life, good, bad, or indifferent. People always want to compare and contrast. This is why you got to keep your stuff, your life, private. Stop trying to share everything. I learned that early on. You ever notice when you tell people, oh, I'm going such and such a place, and then they come with, oh, I just went there. Oh, I go there all the time. Nobody even asked you that. You want to know why? They felt the need to tell you that because they want to let you know that they could do it too. You're not doing nothing. That's average. Everybody can do that. You ain't stunting on me. That's what it's about. We are in an era where jealousy and envy is at an all-time high. All the time. If you listen to people close enough, they just come out. And it'll come out even as a compliment, but you can see the backhand nonsense when they make the statement that they make. Because people are just jealous and envious. See, what I find about people, about people is that they want you doing good, but just not better than them. It's like you don't understand. You see how people just always seem like they're in competition. They always gotta let you know. They always doing something. They always working on something. They could never just keep stuff close to their chest and just do whatever it is that they're doing. Because people always want to be better than the next. And I'm not saying competition is a bad thing in some instances, because sometimes it's needed for you to elevate, get to the next level, depending on what you're working on. But overall, people don't like for you to outshine them because they insecure and jealous and envious. There's no other way to put it. You could just watch a person. I see it all the time, the way their eyes travel. The way they look you up and down, give you the side eye. I get it every day. It's not a look of admiration and it's none of that. It's the hate and envy. That's why you get the looks, the little snarky comments. Stay out the way. That's your best bet in this season, because everybody is always watching, always worrying about what's going on with the next person. They can never just do them. You know. You ever seen the movie Keeping Up with the Joneses? If you haven't, watch that movie. That is the epitome of compare and contrast, and anything you could do, I could do better. You get a pool, they get a pool. You get a deck, they get a deck. You get an upgrade, they get an upgrade. People don't have a mind of their own. They always trying to compete and contrast. People will go broke trying to compete. That is crazy work. I don't want nothing that bad. The thing is, what I've said so many times, your time gonna come. All this, well, let me run and hurry up and do it because you did it. It's crazy work. But that's where jealousy and envy stem from. That's the root cause of it. You know? Oh, I don't understand how they could do that. Why are they doing it? Jealousy and envy. But meanwhile, they could do them, but just the moment you able to do it, it's a problem. Jealousy and envy. People don't have a mind of their own. You know, none of that. That's been going on. No original thought. Jealousy and envy. You notice the more you mind your business, the more you stay out the way, the more people intrigued and worrying about what you got going on. It's really, really crazy and weird. And then when you might let them know something, or you bragging and stunting and flexing, you can't win with folks because they crazy. You know? Really crazy. But one of the things I think I know, I think it is, because people like to put people in a box because they think you're supposed to be in a certain place. And when you exceed that expectation, that's when the problems present. That's when it's a problem. If I can tell you anything, keep your life private. Don't share too much. Give people surface level crap. Don't overly share. Because what I found about people, they want to know all your business, and then they telling everybody else your business. It's crazy word. Nothing is sacred anymore. Just assume anything you tell a friend, somebody else won't know too. And I don't care if you say, "Oh, keep that between me and you." The moment you say that, just know it's going in somebody else's ears. That's why you gotta be very selective on what you tell people. Don't tell them anything that you don't want really getting out. You're the opposite. Say, don't tell anybody. They're gonna tell somebody. But if you say, I don't care who you tell, they're not gonna tell that. Crazy word. Keep your life private. That's it. That's all.